All right, a very good day to all my viewers, subscribers from all over the world. You are welcome to another fresh episode of your favorite political talk show, The Truth, with Ben Jokes. Now, the economic situation in Nigeria continues to worsen as the days go by, and as usual, there has been a surge in crime rate recently. Aside kidnappings and armed robbery, the rising trend of ritual killings and trading of human parts is saddening. All these are inevitable manifestations of a society where things are falling apart. 300% increase in the prices of staple foods like rice and gari are things that happen only during wars. It is safe to say that most Nigerians are right now at war with the economy, battling to save their lives. Parents battling to save the souls of their homes. The situation is chaotic out here. But you know what? The APC aren't even fully started yet. This is just 1 year, 4 months into TINUBU's regime. He is now popularly called TINUBU Pain, aka T-Pain, for bringing massive pain to Nigerians. And just about 3 hours ago, the TINUBU regime delivered another load of premium pain to Nigerians. First of all, it was Godswill Akpabio who released a statement that got millions of Nigerians boiling with anger. And as that was yet trending, Tinubu delivered the heavy blow as he went through the NNPC to drastically increase the price of petrol again. This is the third time in 3 months. And as I speak to you, we have tears all over the streets of Nigeria because with this new massive NNPC pump price, the private marketers will finish Nigerians with fuel price. Inflation is about to further skyrocket because even a 10 naira addition to the price of fuel is enough to bring inflation, but this time around the addition is massive. Before I show you Akpabio's atrocious utterances and Tinubu's new fuel price blow, let me quickly show you this video of Nyesom WIKE. After being disgraced in Rivers State, WIKE is now running from pillar to post, granting interviews. But in this particular interview, his previous utterances were used to disgrace him, and he went ahead to further expose himself while trying to defend himself. See the video.
Should be done, this should be done. And we said, okay, Mr. President, we are going to comply. And we did comply. And then you started playing tricks. You say, this is not the way things are. If that is the case, okay, we're out of it.
But Minister WIKE, just for a moment, because what you are talking about now is that some Rivers elders are unhappy that you are still holding on to Governor Fubara politically and you're not allowing him to act. And since you mentioned that matter, let me play this for you.
Okay.
This is when you are talking about successor and how you will not play godfatherism.
Yes.
We've seen successors turn against their predecessors in politics.
Yes, yeah.
Would you be worried if that happens to you?
Why? Is he serving me? Was he born to serve me? He was told to serve the state. The problem we have, or leaders have, is that look, you succeeded in supporting the person to be in office, right? What you did is it for him to fail or to succeed. You want you to come into your house to be taking orders. You want your wife to go into time, do this is what I want to do, not what. You see, once you have left office, you give yourself that respect. I say, I have done my own. If he wants my advice, it's okay. If he doesn't want my advice, it's okay. But for me to begin from day to day, telling him he must do this, he must do that, that is not acceptable. That's why people fail. They get, after I did this, see what you have done. Okay. It's one time to send me to jail.
So you were the one who said that you are going to leave him alone.
Yes.
Why are you leaving him alone?
What is the problem? And that's what I've said. What have I done that contradicts what I said there? Has Fubara ever told you, I said, come and be giving me money? Has he come and told you that I said, I should do this and this I refuse to do, and I'm not happy?
So what exactly is the problem?
The point is that he had a problem. He plotted a coup to remove the Speaker of the State House of Assembly. and the thing boomerang against him.
So it's not between you, it's not a personal political issue.
Listen,
it's not about demand and supply.
Demand of what? Of what?
Of resources.
No, please. By the grace of
because
God.
That's what politics.
No, a lot. Sharing by the grace of God today. I'm the Minister of FCT. I have my own budget I control. So what is that? Has he ever told you? I said, go and bring me this one naira, and he said no, and that's why I'm fighting him.
You heard that. First of all, even the most foolish person in this country knows that WIKE made too many demands of Fubara. He wanted to literally control the resources of Rivers State from Abuja, and that was what led to the fallout between him and Fubara. So forget all these ones he's saying he never made demands. And secondly, WIKE exposed himself to the world in this interview by saying he won't be needing any money from Fubara since he controls the budget of the FCT. So the FCT budget is for your consumption, WIKE. No wonder you are not doing anything in the FCT. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. Balitik here quoted him. He says, by the grace of God, I'm the minister of the FCT. I have my own budget I control. I hope you guys realize what is playing out here. Of course we do. He's saying that he does whatever he wishes with the budget. And this tweet by Omo Baolani says, he speaks about controlling the FCT budget with arrogance, as if he were elected rather than appointed. It is disheartening to see someone wield so much power without the humility or accountability that an elected position demands. And Stephen here says, I have never seen a man as unwise, undiscerning, and unprincipled as this man in my life. The man is a terrific, catastrophic, pathological liar and a complete narcissist, an arrogant bully, and an absolutely unrepentant dictator. What a life. What a fellow. And Spaz here says, a man with 1,000 mouths, no integrity, no honor. We were all here when you did abracadabra for APC in 2023. Even APC chieftains were surprised at the magic you performed. That is it. And Ogumbi here says, everyone who fell in love with this man was blinded with his artistry use of the media to launder his image as Mr. Performer to shield his weakness. He is clearly emotionally weak. Hence, he wants to perpetuate himself over everything. He will be disgraced. He has been disgraced already. And Akim here says, if Nigeria is working, this dumb and wicked guy called WIKE will never be relevant. He believes he can be the TINUBU of rivers, bird of the same feather, WIKE and TINUBU greedy fellow. Now why T-Pain no fit call the guy to order? Because he knows he won't use him blueprints. That is it. Now, let us look at those updates that have become the talking points in Nigeria right now. First of all, it was Akpabio who made a statement that enraged Nigerians. Then Tinubu quickly followed up by increasing the pump price of petrol through the NNPC. Let's begin with the update on petrol price increase by the NNPC. Just about a month ago, the NNPC raised their pump price from 790 naira per litre to 897 naira per litre, and private companies ended up selling for 1,100 naira per litre. And we all saw what that 103 naira increase did to the rate of inflation in Nigeria. A bag of local rice moved from 85,000 naira to 104,000 naira, even 108,000 naira in some areas. Now, Tinubu again has increased the pump price at the NNPC from 897 naira per litre to 1,030 naira per litre, an increase of 133 naira. Ladies and gentlemen, disaster is here. Look at how the papers reported it. Just in, Tinubu increases petrol price again. Now 1,030 naira in Abuja, 998 naira in Lagos. Bola Tinubu's administration has announced a new increase in petrol price that will see Abuja residents buy fuel at 1,030 naira per litre. The price of petrol is pegged at 998 naira per litre. NNPC stations displayed the new price in Lagos and Abuja on Wednesday. This upward review comes amidst unprecedented economic hardship since Mr. TINUBU assumed office on May 29, 2023, announcing that fuel subsidy is gone. Fuel price has skyrocketed. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. Paul of Truth here says, T-Pain is carrying out his responsibility, which is to cause you pain. As I told you, Tinubu's new nickname is now T-Pain, the bringer of pain. And this tweet here by Care says, man, despite the complaints of the citizens and the price hike in food, etc., they keep increasing price of petrol. They don't care about you. And Lucas here says, Tinubu, no mercy. Una never see Shege. The real Shege, they come. This is barely 2 years of him in Aso Rock, and Nigeria is on life support machine already. That is it, my brother. And this tweet here says, little by little, if he increases, he will watch if there is any protest from Nigerians. And when he finds out that Nigerians have adjusted to the suffering, he then increases it again. His target is 1,500 naira. Bookmark this. 1,500. You are even being too generous. This man is looking at 2,000, even 2,500. And this tweet by Mayor of Rafia says, no wonder people are just dropping dead in this country. Hardship and depression won't finish most people. In just a space of 2 months, 3 of my classmates have lost one of their parents each. Imagine. Just imagine. Now, here is the thing. When the pump price was 897 naira per liter at the NNPC, private filling stations were selling for 1,100 naira per liter. Some sold for 1,200 naira per liter. Now that the NNPC has fixed it at 1,030 naira per liter, it will sell for between 1,250 to 1,400 naira per liter at private filling stations. No doubt about that. And ever since this new price was announced, the few supporters of Tinubu who still make noise in the political media space have fled, with obedience mocking the hell out of them. And look at how Nigerians reacted to this new price increase. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. And this tweet by Sheyi Ajishafe says, always so fast to increase the price. Later they will come out that their policies are working and that Nigerians are already seeing the benefits. So now we expect the inflation number to rise, and later CBN will increase the interest rate again. Let them continue with this trend. You don't need to tell them. This is how they are going to continue. If Nigerians cannot say no, then they will continue to suffer. Now, let us take that update from Akpabio, the man who has made so many peeve-inducing utterances that have got many Nigerians questioning his mental health, is at it again. Let's take a look at how the papers reported this one. Relocation. Senate President Akpabio urges Nigerians to stay back like him. Choose country above financial gains, reporters. Godswill Akpabio has voiced his concerns over the rising trend of Nigerians leaving the country, proposing that a strong sense of national identity could help mitigate this exodus. He highlighted that many Nigerians are immigrating primarily for financial benefits, calling for greater patriotism among Nigerians. During the Senate's adoption of a motion titled Urgent Need to Address Challenges of Increasing Cases of Brain Drain in Nigerian University System, sponsored by Anthony Ani, Akpabio made a passionate appeal for citizens to cease their relocation from the country. The country is losing its expertise. If they acquired those expertise and returned to Nigeria, it would have been better, he stated. Expressing concerns about the implications of brain drain, Akpabio remarked, the brain drain is a big problem, not just in the educational sector, particularly in the health sector. It is affecting us a lot. He pointed out that the conditions of service significantly contribute to this issue. Asserting, I believe people should place love of their country above financial gains. That is why many of us chose to remain here. In recent years, a combination of economic difficulties, poverty, and unemployment have prompted many Nigerians to seek opportunities abroad. Reflecting on the protests that erupted in August, over severe economic hardships, Akpabio commented that while citizens expressed their grievances, he and other supporters of the government will continue to benefit from Bola Tinubu's administration. We are not interested in regime change. Let us own this government. Those who want to protest can protest, but let us be eating, he stated. After saying this, Akpabio is coming out to say that Nigerians should put the love of the country ahead of financial gains. They should be patriotic. That was why people like him chose to stay back, because of their love for Nigeria. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by King Joel says, even Tinubu, your messiah, is not staying in the country he is ruling. Capital Mumu, this Akpabio is a total failure. And good luck here says, see this one. What stopped you from treating your malaria here in Nigeria, especially in that your world-class hospital you claim to have built in Uyo Akwa Ibom State? The manner at which you people talk to us, Nigerians, it appears you feel we are Mugu. Of course, they feel Nigerians are Mugu, and they are right to feel so, because they have dished out all manner of maltreatments, all manner of inhuman treatments, and Nigerians have received it calmly without rising up against them. So what do you want them to feel? And Mr. B here says to stay back and suffer while he enriches himself and his family. By the way, I find it difficult to believe this man said this. It is ridiculous. Only a clown will say something like this. This man has said worse on video, except you are not really following him. And Olufash here says, this man does not fit the office he's occupying. There is no deep thought in whatever he says. He and his colleagues in the National Assembly are there sharing commonwealth as they like, without thinking of how to help the masses out of the poverty that their regime has brought. That is it. None of them is even fit for the offices they are occupying, I'm telling you. And Honest here says, can this grotesque creature just shut its putrid buccal cavity each time it opens that odoriferous gutter of a buccal pit? Death and sewage pour out. Chai! Honest has really washed this man here, but they deserve everything they are getting, because he, Akpabio in particular, is used to mocking the people. Let the poor breathe. This was the same man that Senator Ireti of the FCT used FCT tax money to rebuild markets that were burnt down by fire, to give back to the original owners of those shops, at reduced prices so that they can pay over time. Akpabio said, why should you use government money to build shops for people? It took Senator Natasha to educate him that the money belongs to the people. That was what Akpabio was saying on the floor of the Senate, that how can you use government money to build for people? It means he does not even understand anything about governance. I don't want to know. He said those things from his mouth. Those were direct utterances from him. And the translation is that he does not know that the money in government purse belongs to the people, because the people themselves are the government. And this is what most Nigerians do not know too. Most Nigerians need to be taught that some of the things that are given to them and they tell them they are privileges, no, they are actually rights. So when somebody comes to give you 5,000 naira, 10,000 naira, you go and vote for the person, not knowing that the money he's giving to you is still your own money. What level of foolishness has infested this country like this? Anyway, we have said enough. Like I always say, all the lessons that need to be learned have been taught by the APC. It is obvious to all of us that they have no respect for the people, and they have come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. They are taking Nigerians now into a worse era of pain by increasing the price of petrol. And Akpabio, he and his colleagues again have gathered to mock Nigerians. That why are they going out to seek better lives? They should remain in Nigeria and prioritize love for the country over financial gains. That was why he and his colleagues stayed back. Imagine what that man is saying. But I don't blame him. If you can do and say whatever and get away with it, then why should you do the right thing? Because it profits them more when they do the wrong thing than when they do the right thing. If Nigerians are tired, they would say no. They will say they can no longer take it. They can no longer be treated like slaves in their own fatherland. And they will put their sentiments aside, put their foot down, unite, and take their country back. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away. Don't go away.